Hey guys, what's up? Hope you're good. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at some smartwatches which have amazing long battery lives. I don't know about you, but there's nothing I can't stand more than having a dead piece of technology on my wrist, in my pocket. I like gadgets that have long battery lives that you don't have to charge every single day. Like this, the Apple Watch. Not a big fan just because it only lasts a few days. But I've been doing my research and I've been using a lot of smartwatches over the past few years. So here are 5 smartwatches that have at least a week's worth of battery life in a single charge. Many of them have a lot more, so let's get into it right now. First off, we're going to start off with the Honor Watch GS Pro. Now this is about 1.5 years old, so it's one of the older models that I'm going to be looking at in this comparison, but it's still really impressive with 25 days of battery life. And with the GPS activated, it's still around 100 hours. So even though it's an older model, it's one of the most impressive full smartwatches with a really long battery life. It features 24-hour heart rate monitoring and SpO2 tracker. It's got a rugged exterior. It's definitely designed for the active among us, people who go hiking, skiing, climbing, swimming, for it's built to last in these environments. And it has a lot of tracking modes to go with it. 15 full workout tracking modes, along with 80 other customizable workout modes. It has some other smartwatch features, including a microphone and a speaker, so you can use it as an external phone when connected to the Bluetooth of your phone, as well as other useful features like sleep tracking. What it lacks is the ability to use it as a messenger. You can't reply to things like WhatsApp, Facebook, and it doesn't have a voice assistant like many other newer smartwatches do. Just to point out, guys, that the battery lives that I quote for all of these smartwatches are usually the maximum that you can get, which means you wouldn't be using it every day, all day. You wouldn't be using all of the features. This is the maximum you can get. I would take off about like a quarter of what the quoted battery life is, and that's more of a realistic view of what you're going to get. But even considering that, all of these have still really good, at least a week-long battery life. Okay, next up is the TICWATCH Pro 3 Ultra. Now, TICWATCH have a quite unique design in their smartwatches. They feature dual displays. One of them is a AMOLED display, which we are used to seeing in modern smartwatches, and the other is called Essential Mode, which basically makes it look like a watch from 25 years ago, but it allows the watch to still use most of the tracking features, but last for 45 days. However, in the smart mode with the full screen activated, it will only last 72 hours. I include it in this comparison because that 45 days is still really impressive and you still get quite a lot of the smartwatch features even in this essential mode. This is a Wear OS watch, which is not that common these days, but this allows it to use Google Pay. It has NFC. You can download Spotify, Google Assistant, and many other apps. In this comparison, this is the watch that's closest to being a full smartphone on your wrist. It features 1 GB of RAM, 8 GB of internal memory. You can store your own music on there. It features advanced heart rate tracking, including the ability to detect irregular heart rates and fatigue. This is also the most expensive smartwatch on this list at around about $300 or £275. Next up is the AMAZFIT GT-R3 or GT-S3. Now, I've been using these quite a lot recently and I find them really impressive. The GT-R3 has the longest battery life, up to 21 days, whereas the GT-S, the square version, has a battery life of around 12 days. Sticking with the GT-R, it features a 1.39-inch AMOLED display. It can track your heart rate continuously and SpO2. This is a thinner watch than most of the other large smartwatches on this list, so if you were looking for something a little bit more sleek, a little bit less rugged, then you should definitely consider this. However, it lacks some features that the others do. For example, it has a microphone but no speaker, so you can't use it as an external phone. Also, it doesn't feature very many apps. There are only a few apps that you can download to expand the functionality. It's priced at $175 or around £150. I really like these smartwatches. I think overall they're the best value and I prefer the less rugged design. Next up is the HUAWEI Watch GT3. This is a fairly new smartwatch which features a maximum of 14 days of battery life. Impressively, it features all-day SpO2 and heart rate tracking. Not very many watches feature all-day SpO2 tracking, Having this feature allows you to have more accurate sleep tracking. It basically shows you how well you breathe when you sleep. Now, having both of these activated will definitely lower that battery life quite considerably, so you're going to have to decide whether it's worth it for you. It features NFC and GPS along with a large AMOLED screen. You can use this watch as an external phone with Bluetooth calling thanks to a microphone and a speaker. This is another one specifically designed for health and fitness freaks. It has 100 workout modes, a personal AI running coach, and basically all the marketing is set up for people who go running, those of us who like to track health and fitness, workouts, and see how well we're doing as time progresses. This watch will set you back around $210 or £199. Now, a bit of a wild card I'm throwing in here is the AMAZFIT BIP S. This, I think, is a really excellent value smartwatch, although it could be argued that it's not really a smartwatch as it's so small and it doesn't have as much functionality as the others, but it does feature a 40-day battery life that is really amazing, and that is mostly down to the transflective display, which is not as advanced as the other watches you'd see here. It's definitely less colorful and vibrant, but it allows the watch to last for basically a month. Even with this, it features continuous heart rate monitoring and GPS. It has 10 sports tracking modes, along with some other smartwatch features like calendars, stopwatch, sleep tracking, simple stuff like that. It only weighs 31 grams. It's by far the smallest and thinnest watch on this list, and it costs only between $40 and $50 or £30 and £40. It really is excellent value if you didn't want anything too flashy. So that's it, guys. Those are 5 smartwatches that have excellent battery lives if that's what you're into. I currently have the AMAZFIT BIP S and the AMAZFIT GTS 3, and I did use the TICWATCH Pro for a while, but I've used watches from all of these companies before, and I find them all to be very high quality, and it mostly depends on the kind of style and design you're looking for. So that's it, guys. I hope you found that useful. Let me know if you have any questions or any other watches to add in the comments. I'm sure people would be pleased to know about them. Subscribe if you're into smartwatches and smartphones. I'll be bringing you some more reviews and comparisons and videos soon. So until then, I will see you around. Bye.